Hi guys, Alan here in the shed again. Oh, what a funny week again. I'm back to 100% today. This is a Thursday now, yeah, I'm back up to speed. Anyway, yesterday I spent most of the day fitting sound into my Hornby Class 66 locos, and it was a TTS Sound, and that's what this film is going to be about. If you find it a bit boring, well, that's up to you, but it's more, if you've never done it or you'd like to do it, this is the way I did it, okay? And I use mega bass speakers from Roads and Rails. He's got a website, just type in on the search, or even on YouTube, Roads and Rails, and it'll come up, okay? So you can order all your speakers through him, and he's got a dozen of them. So it's down to personal choice what you want in your loco, okay? Now, I like the mega bass in the Hornby because I think it suits the TTS Sound chip better, and it's an 8-ohm, and it's a big chunky speaker, and it gives a lot of depth, okay? And during the film I do it, I show you fitting the mega bass speaker, and I demonstrate the sounds between 4 different 66s, which is I can't remember half of it. But yeah, I did it. I fitted it. I show you the standard speaker it comes with, and then I show you a Class 66 Bachman with an iPhone speaker in it. Then I show you a 66 with a mega bass speaker in it, and then I show you a 66 with a mega bass speaker but inverted, whereas the part of the chassis above the rear bogie where the speaker isn't able to fit, I drilled holes through the chassis which allows the sound go out. So you invert the speaker so the speaker's actually facing down and the sound goes out and bounces off the track. And there is a difference, because it allows the sound to go out, because you end up with the body on with the speaker, it ends up like a sound chamber, because there is no grills. The grills are dummy because there's nowhere for the air to go out. So remember, a speaker works on air movement. What it does that, and it moves the air in certain frequencies and produces the sound. So you pays the money and you takes your choice. You know, you can get better speakers, you can get better chips. There's umpteen combinations you can have, and it's all down to personal preference and how much you're willing to spend. So I'm sorry if it's a bit boring for some people, where others it's more informative, okay? And like I said, I do a demonstration of 4 different engines in 4 different combinations of speakers, cost and qualities, and how I went about it. Now, so here we go. Halfway through this film, I'm still here now, you know, with the soldering iron, and the bloody phone rings, and I thought, oh God, here we go, and it's John Warner. Oh, I better turn all this off. So I had a chat an hour later we finished chatting, but during the chat, see on the back wall up here, see that back of that speaker up here, what is it there, this bloody big spider comes crawling across with the wall here. John will tell you, I'm screaming, I said, gotta get it, John, So he gets the hoover out with the extension, sucks him up. It was like this. It was a good 2-3 inches. It was huge, and a big cobweb up there. Anyways, he's in the hoover. He's hibernating in the hoover now. It was mad stuff. So John's on the phone. I said, hang on, John, let's go and suck this hoover. And he's going, oh, you can't do that. I says, it's wildlife, get rid of it. It's not good. It was goddamn hilarious. I said, who's John? John said, no. Watch this space. It was gone. So that was that. I've been chasing him for months, and every time I go near him, he disappeared again, you know, behind the phone. And I'll wait my time. I'm right in the middle of a phone call. Hang on, John. It was funny. Right, going back to, I missed going off the point again. Anyway, Class 66. I've fitted three of my Hornbys now with a TTS Sound with mega bass speakers. Okay. Now, on the function list, it's all there in black and white. There's also bits if you want to change the CVs. It's all there. If you read the instructions, it's all there. You can't fault Hornby for not telling you about it. But I also do here. You can set your sound volumes, and it's all there, all the CVs here. Basically, the only one I play with is the locomotive engine sound, which I demonstrate that on here because I have one a bit loud, and I cut it down just by a simple CV change, which I can do with the Gauge Master Prodigy. It's a simple thing with these. Other units, I have no idea. You'd have to put on programming tracks, or most of them, but this I can do on main line. Simple adjustments like that. Obviously you can't do complicated adjustments with it because you might end up upsetting something else, but for a simple adjustment like that, there's no problem. Right, moving on. That's that, because the rest is in the demonstration. Now, what's turned up this morning, which will be the next movie, and I'm sure there's quite a few of you going to be extremely interested in doing this, because I know Robert's train sets, yeah, he was going to do one, yeah, and it's all about illuminated models, right? It's all about lighting your Hornby, okay? And it comes with a fairly comprehensive, there's your piece of paper that tells you about the decoder, how to wire it, which pin number to use, and also in the packet comes a photographic demonstration of what you do to your loco, okay? And it's got a reverse there. Obviously if you want to do it, you want to do it, but I want to film it if possible, okay? I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on it, but basically that's the kit, okay? And if I turn it around now, there's the lights there, alright? It's a little light bar, like Peter Dixon's done, same company, Illuminated Models, with his Bachmann, and they have to exchange the board because Bachmann's already got one, but you put another one in and it gives you the 3 lights instead of 2. Well, this one is already pre-wired, okay? It comes with lenses which you put in the front of your loco once you've drilled the holes out and it's all buttoned up, so you get little things, and it gives you little tips what to do and what not to do. It's also you get the top marker lamp, like I said. So basically you drill out the 4 holes, forward lights, rear lights and a front marker light, and it's all there in the kit, front and rear, okay? And it's all there. You only have to solder 3 wires, alright? That's what the kit is already done for you. It's all pre-wired for you. You just got to put some wires from the decoder socket to the panel on here, okay? And it's simple enough, and it tells you what to do, which pin number to do it, and the colour. So that's the next movie. So I'm quite excited about that. So I'm quite happy about that. So that'll be the next little project. This film you're going to see now took 3 days. I filmed it the first time, I made a right balls up of it, honest to God. Oh, I got myself back to front in a twist and all sorts, and it just didn't flow. So I'd already pre-done the PD ports. So I did one loco, so gotta do it right. So I did it better the second time, so hopefully you'll understand, and it's a lot easier and it's more visually acceptable that you can see it. Anyway, that's about it really. So without further ado, we'll get into the movie. I don't know why we'll get into it. Have a good day, boys and girls. Catch you later. Just one more thing before you go. There's a little update on the Vicar's wife, but you've got to watch to the end of the film, okay? Oh, and I've thrown in a little outtake. Have fun, bye. So right, I've opened this, okay? To confirm, there's the R number for your Hornby reference if necessary. Right, this is the speaker, this is how it comes. Now, you'll get a little packet with a little couple of screws in it. These are the screws you use for screwing down your speaker. In certain locos you can screw them down, so it even supplies you with a couple of screws, but in this job not so necessary. The chip is in here. All you got to do is just be careful of the speaker wires, okay? And you just unwind it like that. Alright? Don't go tugging at these wires. That's all I'm saying to you. So there's your 8-pin plug, okay? So all we got to do is take this out of here. This is the old Hornby chip. That's just a bog standard Hornby chip, and you can see the difference in size with a sound chip. Yeah, there's a big difference in it. So we don't require that anymore, but it's still a good chip. We'll use that again for some reason in other stuff. So I'm looking for number 1. Usually tells you, there it is, which is the pink wire really. If you look on there's a pink wire, and it's the top right is number 1 on there. When you're putting these in, don't force them, just make sure all the pins are lined up before you push, because some pins are not always straight, because you don't know how it's been used in the packaging. You know what the post is like. It's a bugger to fit that one. There we go. You can feel it when it goes right. So now that's in, okay? That's your chip, which I will put over there. That will sit there, and the speaker will sit in there, okay? That's basically how it is, to keep the wires nice and tidy. Now the speaker will sit in this recess here, okay, in that recess there. So you don't require on this particular, wherever my cutters are gone now, I've got to find my cutters. It's about right, isn't it? Ah, dear. Right colour, wrong colour. Oh dear, I've lost that. Bear with me a sec. Oh my god, they're sitting here underneath all the paperwork. Anyway, this thing you don't need. That little wrapper. Right, what we're doing now is cutting off these lugs. That's all I'm doing, okay? And that's all they are. It's a little lug. It's a screw lug, you don't need them. Bin them. And for fitting into a 66, take all 4 off. Okay? Now, if you're going to leave this speaker in, some people will, a lot of people do. All you need is a bit of black tack, blue tack, stroke 2-sided tape. That's all you need on the back. and it just sits in the recess. Sometimes there's enough black tack in there just to hold it. But what I'm doing now is just a demonstration. Okay, so basically that's it. Job done. All I'd have to do now is secure this chip under the wire there, like that, because it's got a bit of sticky tape on it, which has come from Hornby. And that's it, basically. So what we need to do now is put it on the track, okay? I'll just alter here on the camera. Right, which way are we on? We're on that one, aren't we? Yep, you can see that there. And the sound is directly above you, so there's no problem there. So that's it, job done. It's as simple as that. Plug it in. On the control thing, this is on number 3, remember, it's on the factory defaults. So it's loco, number 3, enter. Does it move? It moves. If I push the opposite direction, it moves. Okay? Push the direction again, and that's on speed step 1, straight out the box. Okay, so we turn that off. So we know it moves forwards and backwards. What we've got to do now is push number 1 to see if the engine works. And we've got sound. So what I'm trying to explain to you now is that is your standard speaker, okay? And to me, I don't like it. I just do not like that sound. And when you put the body back on, when you put it on the right way around, it sort of masks the sound a little bit. Yeah, there's the body on it, okay? Now, if I fetch this one alongside it, and I've done exactly the same to this, as well as the PD ports, if I start this one up now alongside it, you will definitely hear the difference. Yeah, so here we go. Now I hope the cameras pick that up, the sound difference. And what I will do now is I'll move the camera and I'll redo it. Right, the next demo, I want to show you 6640, enter. What I want to show you is difference on the Bachmann one. This is the Bachmann factory fitted sound, yeah? When it comes into shot, which is coming now. Here we go. So, to recap, in that one we've got the mega bass speaker. In this one we've just got the standard speaker, which we've just fitted on camera. Okay. And then what I will show you is this one starting now. If I show you this sound, this is, remember that this is a package as it comes, £35. Okay. If you buy one of the Bachmanns, it's a Lock Sound 5 plus a speaker, and I'm sure you even end up with one of them speakers we've just taken out, whatever I did with it. Did I bin it already? That'd be about right. A standard speaker would be fitted in there. Well, I've changed this one to an iPhone speaker, and they only cost a tenner, but it's well worth it in my ears anyway. So if I start that up, and of course it has a different start sequence because it's a more expensive chip, so it's got more functions in a way. Better sound recording. So you pays your money and makes your choice, don't you? So now we'll go to the one we've just fitted, and we'll start that one up, which is this one. This is running now. We'll start this one up with the one we've just fitted. I hope that's coming across on the camera, the difference, yeah? So if I go to this one now, which is fitted, which I did yesterday, to be honest, with the mega bass speaker in it. Ready? Here we go. I hope this is coming across on the camera. Now, with the Schenkener, again, that's got a TTS Sound chip in it with a mega bass speaker. But what I did do with that one was turn the speaker not facing upwards inside. I turned it the other way around, so it's facing downwards. But on the bottom of the chassis, I drilled some holes. Now, the reason why is to let the sound out. On the Bachmann, this is a grill, and there's air holes in it. The sound will come actually through that grill. On the Hornbys, these are blanks. There is no mesh there. It's only a representation. So on that one, I drilled holes in the bottom of the chassis where the speaker sits. I drilled about 9 holes to allow the sound to go out through the floor. And all I did was turn the speaker the other way up. So if I start that one, now there is a slight difference, and you can physically hear the difference. I may have turned the sound up on that. So if I need, I'll demonstrate on that one. So what I want to do now is PD ports, no, shut that one down, which is 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's switched off. 731, which is the mega bass speaker one, turn that off. And the EWS, turn that one off. So all that's running now is the DB Schenkener, okay? So I'll call that back up now. There we go. And the DB Schenkener is running with a mega bass speaker turned upside down and holes drilled in the chassis. About 9 holes, I think I did it. All about 3 or 4 millimeters, something like that. Because the way it sits in that way, it doesn't actually touch the floor of the chassis. There's a little recess there, it just keeps it off the floor. Anyway, just to prove a point on the sound, I can on this programming thing, I can go into programming track or programming the main. Okay, so program the main. and it's asking me for an address now, which is 6685. Enter, and then I scroll through to the CV. I know the CV number is 161. Okay, enter, and the defaults should come from the factory on number 4, and I'm sure I turned that one up. So what I'll do is go to number 3 to make it quieter, or even, yeah, put it on 3. Okay, I'll listen to the sound now. Just cut the sound immediately, and all I do is push enter again, and I've come out. Right, just to show you, to finish off, let me zoom right in on this. Okay, so I put a bit of tape over the chip. Okay, you won't see that because when the body goes down, it covers it. These are the 2 wires. I cut the old speaker off, soldered them, bit of heat shrink, job done. Now when it comes to this, when I cut the lugs off, I didn't cut it flush with the side. I've left, I don't know if you can see that, I've left a little 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, yeah, overhang. So I haven't cut the lugs off flush with that speaker. I've left a little bit there. So when you push it down, it sits on the top of the chassis here. And I put a little touch of super glue and solid. It's not going anywhere. Okay. I don't know how much room we're going to have when we come to do the lights, but there you go. But that's the plan anyway. So all I got to do is just trim the edge off that there, and drop the body on. Game over. All right, guys. Right. It's a little update on what I've just shown you now. If you were listening, I was demonstrating that this logo. Okay. Now, I was getting a resonance, a vibration through the body. Okay. Well, I can find it on the goddamn pad again. There we go. So if I start it up, you listen to this now. I've fixed it. And it was a little bit of trial and error. So if I rev it up, standing as it is. See that now? That's a crisper sound, yeah? Let's shut it down. Now I was getting a resonance, a vibration off the body. Let me shut it down and I'll show you why. Again, this is trial and error experiments, you know, and all that. Anyway, I'll take it off. And what I've had to do is put a strip of tape along the edge there. Okay. Now it may have been this that was causing it, but I put a strip of tape along both sides. Okay. Because what was happening, the body was vibrating onto the chassis. Get that right? Yeah, I've got it right. It's all back on right. And if you held the body there with your fingers, it just stopped it. Stopped that resonance. So now it's a bit more of a snug fit. And it's cushioned the edge of that body, so the vibration off the speaker is now not vibrating the loco itself. That's the thing. So just bear with me while I put it back on the track. And there you go. It's as simple as that. It's always a simple fix. Now I had the same problem on the PD ports, and what I found was the windscreen wasn't glued in properly. It wasn't sitting in the frame properly. Once you've done your trial and error and researched it and what have you, that's all I found was the front windscreen had never been fitted properly in the factory. So I reset the windscreen, re-glued it in, job done. So I get no hassle off PD ports. And but that's, if I rev it up, which is on F5, it's a thrash thing. Turn 5, I'll put 6 on to slow it down. And there you go. So I get no resonance now, I'm getting a purer sound. Just thought I'd throw that in as a quick little update, because I know you people out there will pick up on it. So now I've cured it, there's no problem. Okay? Don't know if you can hear the rain on the shed. Getting a bit of grief with the rain at the moment. Oh dear. Well, at least we're snug and dry. Catch you in a minute. Right guys, this is the scene down at the local police station. And the story so far was the vicar's wife got arrested for attempted murder in a frenzy of jealousy over this couple. Allegedly she was having an affair with. And you know, when two women get together, it's dodgy, isn't it? Anyway, after further inquiries, they're having to release her on bail, pending more inquiries, because she says she's got an airtight alibi and she can prove it. So, hello. Where's he turned up again from? Taking an awful lot of interest in what's going on here. Who is this dodgy guy on the bike? Well, all will be revealed in the next episode of why she's got an airtight alibi. Okay, bye for now. Right guys, this is the update on the murder scene from the church where the vicar's wife was arrested, and she's been helping police with their inquiries down at the local police station, and she's been released on bail. Apparently she says she's got a very good alibi. So we can only say, well, you know, time will tell. But the press and some of the public are there, and the camera crews are there, and it's one of them situations. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future. So there is another little twist to this story, whereas I wonder who this fella is on this bike. He just makes out he's not as innocent as he looks. Well, here we go. It's a funny place to do a driver changeover, but there you go. And he's about to depart. Been given the green light, and here we go. Pulling a fair rate today. Make it have it, sunshine.